today is the day. Today is my transfer day. This is actually my 5th time doing this. So am I scared? No. Am I full of anxiety? Yes. Just because this is to be the first time that we've decided to use 2 embryos. Out of the 4 times, 2 of them were actually done in Alabama. And I've done now 2 here in the Tampa area. Out of the 2 times in the Tampa area, 1 was a success. And I actually was pregnant at the beginning of this year. So, I know that I can't get pregnant. So I have a little less of a fear because, like I said, I know it's possible. But I do have anxiety about using 2 embryos. Will I be upset if I have twins? No. You know, double for your trouble, I guess people say, right? Do I want more than that? No. But I just want to have a healthy baby. Praying for success. I know God's got it all under control. So regardless, I know that all things work together for my good. Because I'm his child. Why am I getting all dolled up to have this procedure? I don't know. My husband's always very calm on these days, but due to COVID, he can't come in with me, so that kind of sucks. So the last 2, he hasn't been present. Since we've been here in since we've been here in Tampa, he hasn't been present, but he's always like outside waiting. And then there's a waiting game afterwards. So once they do the transfer, we wait. I think it's like 10 or 11 days, and then we take a pregnancy test. And so that's when I find out. So IVF, basically, they take the embryos, which they've created out of the egg and the sperm, and they basically created a form, the cells, for a baby, and then they implanted it in. You'll hear the term sticky baby a lot from IVF patients because once they put the embryo in you, your desire is to make it stick, so you gotta be careful, you gotta be very cautious, you gotta rest. In the past, I've struggled with that. I don't blame myself for my miscarriage at the beginning of the year, but I do know that we were in the process of moving. I wasn't picking up boxes, but I do think I was doing too much, just even with the packing and the stress of the closing date and needing to be out of the rental property in a certain time. So all of that plays a part. So I've made it clear to myself, my family, my work, that I'm going to spend the next few days just resting. I'm going to take it very, very easy and focus on me. So, all right, y'all, let's go knock this out the park.
How you feeling?
My lower back hurts.
How long they say the pain will be?
It's hit and miss. It could be a day or 2. It could be the entire time. But they said that's normal.
Okay.
This one was a little difficult. Kind of like Alabama.
Okay. I see. How long is supposed to be in the pain?
If they said if you have pain, it'll last for a couple of days, but it's a hit or miss. It just feels like normal cramps.
Okay.
Because when they, the way my uterus sits, I have a tilted uterus.
Yeah.
So, like the first time how they went in, and it was just so stiff. My doctor wasn't in there this time. It was another doctor. So she had to find her way, so it took a little more time. I hate that you can't be in there.
Yeah. We still got to do the shots?
Yeah, every day. So we do the shots, and I continue the shots and the medicine until the pregnancy test. So this is my 5th IVF transfer, and each time they tell you the importance of the first couple of days, just taking it easy, resting. In the past, I have not completely rested. I've actually done light work, but the last couple of times I've just made up in my mind just to get into bed. Since I have the ability to do so, why not? We did our first 2 IVF transfers in Alabama, and we literally flew home the same day one time and the next morning the next, and neither one of those were successful. And then of course my 3rd time it was successful here in the Tampa area, and I rested, but then life happened and I began to, of course, we were in the process of moving, and then this last time I rested. So they actually implanted 2 embryos this time. It was a really rough procedure, kind of like my first 2 in Alabama. I have what's called a tilted uterus, and so that catheter going in throughout your body is sometimes difficult, and they have to figure out exactly where to lay the embryos. So feeling a little crampy, but definitely going to rest the next few days.
Okay.
Then once I get the pregnancy test, it's positive pregnancy, we continue everything.
Okay.
So nothing changes.
When's the test?
In a couple weeks. Well, they're gonna confirm it. They're supposed to call. They'll call Kathy and give her the date and time. But that's always 10 or 11 days out.
Yeah.
So, you're scared?
No, not at all.
You're never scared.
This time it's gonna happen. Listen, I was thinking about something. I want to fast for the time in between that we're waiting, and pray and stuff.
You by yourself?
Me by myself.
But you fasting from video games?
Not video games. Just from meat, sugars, and stuff.
Daniel fast.
Well, it'll be Brian Cole fast is what I'll call it. But it'll be from meats and sugars and, sweet drinks and stuff like that. And then I'll spend that time praying.
Okay.
I'll do it by myself this time.
I'll pray with you. I just won't be able to take out the food, but I can fast from other things.
Well, I'll do it and
Cover us.
I'll do it in covers. Yeah.
That's what you do.
I think prayer and fasting is very important, because if I am going to be the head of the household, I have to be a prayer. I have to be very spiritual. My mother was a heavy prayer. She prayed over everything and prayed over all my brothers and sisters. So I have to make sure that as a leader that I have to always, make sure we are grounded in the spiritualness of our lives. So prayer is essential.
That's actually one of the components that I love about him. He has never been, he's not a preacher. He's not one of those type of guys, but he loves God and he loves family, and he always covers us in prayer. He takes the time in his quiet time and he'll read the Bible, and any time we've done as a family, we fasted. He and I have fasted, at various times with our ministry. But if something's coming up or something's going on, he'll come to me and tell me that he thinks we need to fast, or he's going on a fast. So the fact that he said that today is just, I'm glad God chose him for me.
So what can I get for you? What you need?
My mom's gonna bring me some food. She's gonna do it big.
What do you mean?
She cooking greens and cornbread and all of that.
Dang, she treats you like a child.
She do. Don't be all in our business. We got this under control. All I told her is I wanted greens and cornbread, but I know she's gonna do something extra. She needs to put her eyes on me.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, yeah, but other than that, you can come and watch TV with me.
Right now?
What you got to do?
Apparently nothing. Guess I could spend a little time in here.
Are you ready for this time? You know, the 2 embryos.
Yeah.
Are you nervous about if it ends up being twins?
My mother was a twin, but I can tell you this: I do not want twins. And you know, I know Earica in the back of her head, she wants twins, but I know who's gonna be left with diaper duty, and it's not gonna be me. You're gonna have a lot of work ahead of you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one of them daddy things that you can put on the front. You carry one on the front, one on the front.
I don't think men do those things.
What?
I don't think that's a men thing. I think the women do that.
I'm gonna make that a Facebook post today. What do you mean men don't do that?
I've never seen a man with one of those things.
Are you serious?
I haven't.
I'm gonna find one and I'm gonna show it to you.
Usually I see the guys at the park, you know, they just pushing the carriage and then they'll sit the child over in the corner or something.
But you've never seen them with the baby in the front?
I've never seen those things.
Okay, I'm gonna find you several and send it to you. I'm gonna make sure you have one.
I'd have to see some cool people in it.
He does have some characteristics like my daddy. I tell him sometimes, I'm like, you're a male chauvinist. Like, men do strap their babies around them. I've seen it before, and I'm going to show him pictures, and I can promise y'all that he is going to have that bundle of joy wrapped tight. My husband's very protective, so I can see it right now. He will be taking that thing to see the Dallas Cowboys beat his Bears. Trust me.
I need to see Jay-Z in it.
Jay-Z?
Like Blue need to be in it.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Earica is out of her mind if she think I'm gonna go to a sporting event with a big man carrier carrying a baby on my chest like that. It's out of the question. She can walk around with that, but I'll push a cart. But I am not walking around with that thing on me.
Absolutely not. So, I don't know. I'm confident. You know, I'm glad we decided to do 2. I just say, people keep talking about multiples or whatever. I'm like, I want one, but however God blesses us.
Yeah. I mean, don't think that it's not going to work. This time I think it's going to go. It's going to go through this time. So we don't need to be focused on, 2 or 1. We need to be focused on a healthy child, which is going to happen this time. Because you don't want to get wrapped up in if we get 2 or stuff. Just want a healthy child. That's what we need to pray for. Right?
Right. So. Just let me know when Mama gets here. I'm
so I'm about to leave now?
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Oh, and on that note,
I love you.
Love you too.
Earica and I are going with Mom to see the orthopedic doctor. Just one of several that I have appointments with. We just want to make sure she's comfortable, and makes a well-informed decision, I'll say. And I know she got a list of questions that she's going to ask, but it's okay. As long as she's comfortable, we just want to make sure we get this done, as soon as possible, because we want her healthy and we want her going on trips and hanging with us. So I'm excited. I'm ready. Hold on, let me think of something. Mama, which leg you want me to take off? This one or that one?
Girl, you crazy. Hey, they done already do this right here. Now they're trying to do this one here, but honey, I have a time, so I'm gonna see what he say. Y'all just be patient with me. It's the same old joke. Be patient. Don't throw all this thing.
Don't fall on me.
I don't fall, Jane. Like I'm an old lady. Y'all get on me like I can't get up on here by myself.
And I know Mom has a little anxiety going on, but I think she's going to be okay. And whatever she's going to feel comfortable doing, if we have to go see 4 doctors or 5 doctors, whatever's comfortable for her, that's what we're going to end up doing.
Where you from?
Trinnett Anderson. Your new hair is drifting out. It's true. Any pain right there? Pain?
Right there, yeah.
Did she straighten this leg too? Or was this leg drifting out?
Girl, he was good looking, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Oh my God, he was so good looking. Lord, I'm gonna let him cut my leg.
So my take on the doctor that we saw today, I love that he was able to answer the questions. He spent time. I've been to some of my mom's doctor's appointments, and honestly, some of them are very arrogant. And I feel like, especially at her age, and a lot of times when they think that you're on just Medicaid or you just got a Medicare or whatever type of insurance, I've seen some medical professionals just kind of shun you away, like, okay, you're getting older, let's just wrap this up. So I go to those kind of doctor appointments with her to make sure that they know, it's not going down like that. You're going to answer her questions, you're going to make her feel comfortable, you're going to make me feel comfortable. And they'll quickly tell you, well, that procedure's not covered by your insurance. And I'll say, I don't care, And so I'm a little more in tune with what needs to be asked. And I do like how the younger generation of medical professionals have so much more advanced technology. And so my mom is thinking one way, she wants somebody that has done it for the last 100 years, but they may be using a hammer and a needle, and they may just now take a scanning. So I just want her to consider the options, but Kathy's much more patient, so I just kind of step back and but I let Kathy know from the background, look, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. So it is what it is. So how'd you feel about the doctor you saw today?
I like him, but I don't want to just jump and go with him. I want to get some more opinions.
What kind of opinions you looking for?
Medical. How long he's been cutting on knees and everything,
I mean, he told you that. I mean, he's been doing it.
But maybe he did it 10 years. I want somebody been doing it 25 or 30 years. You understand? You all think, you're saying the young people might have more knowledge, but I think if somebody been cutting in place a long time, they should know right where to cut it. They probably can cut with their eyes closed.
Yeah.
I just think with advanced technology, I'm not saying somebody older wouldn't know what they're doing. I'm just saying don't discount somebody because of their age.
I'm not going to discount him,
okay,
but I'm going to get another opinion.
Because he said he's done most of his work in the villages, which
that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said, but I don't know him.
But you need to be comfortable. Earica, you let Mama decide what she wants
Shut up, Kathy.
to do. Over there looking like Shanae.
Whatever.
Whatever Mom's comfortable with. I mean, you ain't gonna control this, and Mama done let us already know we're not gonna control this.
I'm not trying to control it. I'm just saying there's no sense in us prolonging it. Mom has been.
I'm not in a hurry. You're in a hurry. I'm not
Exactly.
in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry because as you get older, other things happen, and we need to go ahead and get this fixed so that because you're in good shape that you can handle a medical
6 months
procedure.
later, I'm gonna be in the same shape.
All right.
Okay. What you
I'm
like?
gonna mind my business.
I think you
That's
should
right.
be comfortable.
You always telling me to get in my lane.
Exactly, and she needs to get in her lane
So
for once.
today you need to get in your lane. Now I'm gonna listen to you all, but
You make sure. Do you have a living will?
living will.
Yeah, like if.
You think I'm fixing to die? Jesus Christ! Oh God!
But if you in surgery and they ask somebody, should we pull the plug? You better tell them that.
What?
Now you're scaring us. Now we're gonna be like 2 years waiting on a doctor.
Living will.
You should have never said that.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Living will.
You know we don't.
You know we don't believe in that.
We tell you
The
believe in a
living wills and
The
stuff.
living
We
wills.
just don't hear about that. What exactly is that? I mean,
Wait, but why would you say you don't believe in something if you don't know what it is?
Well, I know what it is, but I'm not. I'm not ready for
So
that.
you wouldn't. I'm not talking about what you're ready for.
Okay.
Okay. We in a world now.
Don't pull no plug on me.
Okay, I get that. I'm just
Okay.
saying. But if you're in a situation, okay, we know COVID has been a thing. You're now talking
That's
about
why I don't want to
surgery.
have it right now because of COVID.
I get it.
Okay.
But if you're in a situation where a medical decision has to be made, I know you have a will and all that, and we're going to talk about that too. But if a medical decision has to be made, you need to have it in writing who you want to make that medical decision, because you're not married. Typically it goes to the spouse. But if you want somebody else to make
I
that,
want somebody praying. Maybe I would need to call my brother in on this or my sister.
so you
How
would
about
trust
us?
me or Kathy?
You won't trust us? I think she's laughing it off.
You laughing it off.
I think she's laughing it
I
off.
had a praying mother.
But but seriously, I mean, would you would need to have it in writing that which one of us, and I wouldn't care, you know, if you left it to Kathy to make the decision. You know,
I don't think Kathy would be hasty. You might tell him to cut me on off so you can get my check.
girl, you is the hot man.
Yeah, you better select me.
You ain't giving me my check. I ain't gonna get no check if something happened to you. Already told me you giving all your money to Ava.
I am.
That don't even make no sense.
I'm Ava's mama. You and Kathy got money. Why should I give you all money? You got money. Kathy got money.
We got children.
Take care of your children.
And I got lots of children and grandchildren.
And you got money. And you got a husband. Take care of your children. Ava don't have that.
So when Ava get older, then you gonna rethink it.
When Ava get older, maybe I'll rethink it. But right now, Ava don't have nobody but me. You know, she got a mom, but her mother lets me take care of her. And I don't think you all will have a problem with that.
I wouldn't. That's why I ain't never said nothing about it. You know.
So whatever I have. Yeah.
But don't act like I'm gonna pull no plug because I'm gonna get all your wealth. Cause
I'm just teasing, baby. I'm just teasing. I know you wouldn't do nothing like that. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah. But that's what I want. I want whatever I own to go to Ava. And I want you all to see to it that it's taken care of if I leave. Yeah, so.
You know, a lot of families just don't have these conversations. I mean, I'm actually really thankful that it's always been a part of our culture and our household, you know. That's why you were able to live when Dad passed away, you know, and me and Brian, we have things in order, and I know, you know, Kathy has things in order, but there's so many families that don't talk about death.
Right.
You know, and it's unfortunate because working at the bank, we used to send thousands of dollars to the state because when that money sit there, it just becomes abandoned property, and now the state gets it. You know, when these people have children and grandchildren.
I got that from my mother because my mother had her everything in order, you know.
Right.
And they always talk about things like that. My sisters, brothers, we always talk about that.
Right.
It's like you said, so many people, they don't want to talk about death, and all of us gonna leave here one day.
So I'm really big on estate planning. I think it's so very important. I have seen so many families impacted by not being prepared, and no one wants to talk about death. I love the way me and my siblings and, you know, my god sisters, all of us, we kind of talk in a, like we just did, you know, today, in a general way, and we may laugh and we may joke, but things are being handled. Everybody knows what's what. We have copies of different, you know, policies and those kind of things because, you know, all of my sisters have children and their spouses or whatever, so they want to make sure that the family continues on. You're already struggling and emotional about the loss of someone. I lost my sister, you know, that's not a secret. I lost my sister last year, and we weren't prepared for that, you know. The right conversations weren't taking place, and so that was really difficult for me, and I had to make some difficult decisions, and it was all on me. And so that really made me step it up too. And so if something were to happen to me, my family don't have to worry about nothing. Line by line, this is where everything happening, this is where everything going, my husband this, you know, all of that. And so I think that's so very important, and me and my husband have had those conversations. Insurance is important, life insurance, and, you know, having beneficiaries on account. And honestly, I used to always think it was more in the African American community. Now, true, we do the worst job, but it's across the board. Every area, every ethnicity, they struggle with those conversations, and we just got to be more responsible as adults, especially with children involved, to make sure that our lineage, you know, is well taken care of, because the system doesn't care about them. Your employer does not care about your family, so you have to care about your family. Well, I actually did a living will when COVID happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that.
What did you say, honey?
You ain't got nothing to do with it. But I don't want nobody making no emotional decisions.
Right.
You know? So I have to have, Kathy's the calmer person.
Yeah.
You know, I told Brian, I said, you just gonna try to snatch the plug so you can,
Oh my goodness.
so you can just have millions. He was like, well, I wouldn't do that. I was like, child, please. He wouldn't.
No, he
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
So
But
I
he
wanted
would
to-
be emotional. I would too.
You both
Yeah,
with
yeah,
him would be too
they would be
emotional.
too
And she
emotional.
worse than any of us. You
Excuse
saw-
me?
Yes, I've seen you. She go to funerals and just holler and cry. I don't even know the folks.
Mom, I don't believe you said that.
Watch her at a funeral. She's the only one.
She's emotional.
I'm just emotional.
She's
You are.
emotional, period. But
I
she's
be
still,
looking
she's
over there.
level-headed.
Yeah.
She won't make decisions off of her emotions. She's
Okay.
very
But
level-headed.
I cry though. Yeah,
And
I
she
do
will
cry.
cry, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just walk in and
I just walk in, it's just like,
yeah, start crying. What you be thinking about your dad or
No,
somebody?
it's just like, I just feel for the families there. You know, I just like, whoever ain't crying, I'm like crying for them because for some reason they may not be able to cry.
Yeah,
That's just
You need to
like-
write everything out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like how black people do funerals. I ain't going to be in no church all day long.
You
We
gonna
gonna
be in
write-
mine all day long.
No.
Listen,
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell my other part of my family, my sisters and my brothers, to talk to you all. Don't rush me. That's my last day here. Y'all holler and shout and sling snot, whatever y'all want to do, but don't rush me out.
I'll handle that part.
Thank you,
She
Kathy.
is
I
not
can tell
handling
you,
that.
you already know. Because when daddy passed, we ain't wearing those same colors. I ain't doing no
I
same
want you
colors.
all to
I
wear
ain't
the
doing
same
no,
color too,
And
so
you
they
don't
know
even
you're
have-
part of
you don't
my
even have
family.
You don't even have no favorite color. We just all want to wear big earrings. I'm gonna be like, we
Listen,
all
I
wear
do
big
have a
earrings.
favorite color.
What's your favorite color?
Beige and brown.
I'm gonna do all that.
Beige and brown, but I don't want to put that at the funeral. But
Everybody busting there with baby
Baby
brown.
No ma'am, I'm not doing that. We're not gonna take no photos. I'm not
yes,
having
you
no
are.
repair. I'm not feeding
When you
people.
go home, you and your family go home and leave the rest of the people.
Exactly.
You go home. When
We
you
will do it just
after
like
you
you
walk
want,
out the
Mom.
door and they put
You won't know it.
You go home.
You won't know it.
Well, I'll come back and
Funerals
get
are designed for people.
Mom said she'll come back and get you.
you will come back again.
you. You'll be scared to sleep if you don't do what I tell you to do.
Ooh.
You'll be scared to sleep. When you close your eyes, all you see is me.
You might want to do what Mom said. That
You need to write down everything
do
you
not
want
come
done.
back and see me. I'm gonna make sure it's
You need to write down everything you want done. I just think you're so emotional. Like I don't want to talk about the color of this, the color of that. So and so then come in town. They can't make it on Saturday. Can you do the funeral on Tuesday? It's just too much. People stopping by your house. Like the experience I went through with your Shay passing away. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Dad passed away. Like especially when you've taken on the responsibility of handling everything, you got to worry about everybody else's emotions.
But
and
you know,
feelings.
Erica, you act tough, but when it comes to things like that, you're so emotional.
That's why I just listen to her here.
You
She
be acting
just
like you're so tough, child.
she just talk, honey. But when it comes down to it, she's like,
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you really do.
You do.
really
Yes,
do.
you do. You just get like so
I just don't wanna be bothered.
emotional. No,
But you're
you
emotional when it does
even in
happen.
that though, you just like so emotional and out of it. So I'm just listening to
I
her
just want it
talk.
all to get done. Like I'm just want everything to run smooth.
It will run smooth, but it's not gonna be fast like you want it. Kathy, you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
You better write it down.
And I'm gonna let my brothers and sisters know, and I think they can talk you into doing.
And we have to have that same, cause I mean, it might not be you leaving first
Right.
too. I mean, so we all just have to. That's why I guess we all have to plan. We all need to plan things. Like I think
What you want
my
done?
grandmother.
What you want done?
What you
Number
want?
one, I don't want y'all planning mine. I'd rather plan yours. That's number one. But that's number one.
Okay, Eric. Kathy said, don't put her.
Yeah,
You want to get that straight?
yeah, I was going to get that straight first, you know. But I don't know. I guess like you said, I never thought about that part of it, you know.
I want y'all to go on a trip in honor of me. I don't know a preacher that don't know me getting up talking for 20
Who would
minutes.
get a preacher that don't know you? We don't
I
do
see it happen.
No, I know.
I get it. I see
We
it.
don't do that at
Let
our
me
family.
let me backtrack. Okay. don't know me like y'all know me.
Okay.
I don't want anybody I don't want that whole 15 churches giving a declaration or whatever that is.
Now you all cut
Independence.
that one out of mine.
I don't want the,
Yeah, I don't
the
do that
youth
either.
and the old
I don't
people.
want that
I just want, if you're going to do something, I want it to be celebratory.
Okay.
Celebrate.
Like if something were to happen to me, I would want it to be celebratory and y'all talk about jokes and bring up videos or whatever, but I don't want no hollering and crying. If anybody in there, y'all know that I ain't fool with, tell them to sit down somewhere.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you won't know.
Thanks, Ma.
You won't know a thing.
I'm telling you, you said what you wanted. She said what she wanted. I'm telling you what I want. But real talk, what we gotta focus on is you remaining healthy. So I need you to understand, and I keep telling you this. I'm in a situation where you don't have to wait on this, you don't have to wait on that. We're gonna always make sure it's the best. But I'm not forcing you to get. I'm not rushing you. I just, for me, time is of the essence too. With me even trying to, have a baby, like you're gonna be my support system. So I want you up and healthy, within the next few months. So
You gonna have a baby most of the time anyway, pretty much.
you say what you want to do. Just get your life together.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Next time on Eara's Girls.
So I have something that I share with you guys that I have been waiting for a very, very long time to share with you guys. Me and Brian found out